مرحبا بكم في Math Academy for All. The goal of this video to explain subtraction with regrouping. Subtraction with regrouping is just the normal subtraction we do it. We call it subtraction with regrouping. Okay. Find the difference. Estimate using rounding to the nearest 10, 100, and 1000. Okay. This is 4 minus 6. You can't. You subtract, you borrow 1 from the 7, and the 7 became 6, and the 4 became 14. 14 minus 6, you get 8. 6 minus 9, you can't. You borrow 1 from the 4. The 4 became 3, and the 6 became 16. 16 minus 9, you get 7. And 3 minus 2, you get 1. 9 minus 4 is 5. This is the exact difference, or the real subtraction. Okay, you round it to the nearest 10. This is the 10 place here. This is the 10 place. You have one digit in front of the 10. I switch it to 0. Okay. The number in front of the 7 poor. I'm not going to add nothing to the 7. And I write the rest digit. Okay. The 9 in front of the 6 is rich. I add 1 to the 9. Became 10. I write 0 and I carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Or in other way, this is 29. And the number in front of the 9 is rich. I add 1 to the 29. This became 30. And I drop the 4. I subtract. This is 0. 7 minus 0 is 7. 4 minus 3 is 1. 9 minus 4 is 5. This is 5,178. And this is 5,170. Only the difference is 8. Very small. Means the value, when you round it to the nearest 10, is more reasonable. يعني معقولة. To the real value, to the exact difference. Here you round to the nearest 100. This is the 100 place. You have 2 digits in front of the 100. I turn it to 2 zeros. The number in front of the 4 is rich. 7 is rich. I add 1 to the 4. 5, 9. The number in front of the 2 is rich also. I add 1 to the 2. Became 3. And this is 4. I subtract. Here 0. 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. 9 minus 4 is 5. This is the exact value here is 178. 5,178, and this is 200. The difference between this and this is 22. If you add 22 to this number here, you get 200 here. 5,200. But the difference here is 8. Means when you round to the nearest 10, the answer is more reasonable compared to the exact difference. And when you round to the nearest 100 or 1,000 or more, we call it the answer is unreasonable. reasonable يعني معقول أو منطقي أو قريب للأنسر الحقيقي. قريب للأنسر الحقيقي. ده مش قريب للأنسر الحقيقي. ده قريب للأنسر الحقيقي بنقول عليه more reasonable. Next one, round to the nearest 1,000. This is the 1,000 place here. This is the 1,000. You have 3 digits in front of the 9 here and 3 digits in front of the 4. I turn them to zeros. Okay, the number in front of the 4 is poor. I'm not going to add nothing to the 9. The number in front of the 4 here also poor. I'm going to write the 4 as it is. I subtract. Here 9 minus 4 is 5. This is 5,000 and the exact difference 170, 5178. The difference 178 is far away. We call this number is when you round to the nearest thousand, is unreasonable. Is more reasonable only when you round to the nearest 10. The exact difference, this one is more reasonable using estimation rounding to the nearest 10 than rounding to the nearest other place value. He means the 10 and the 1000. Use standard subtraction algorithm. This means subtraction with regrouping. يعني the same thing اللي هو subtraction العادي بتاعنا. Sometimes you see subtraction with regrouping and standard subtraction algorithm. The same meaning, نفس المعنى. خلينا subtract هنا. هنا I'm going to round to the nearest 1000. Okay, 3 minus 2 is 1. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 12, 2 minus 8 you can't. You borrow 1 here, and this became 8, and the 2 became 12. 12 minus 8 you get 4. And 8 minus 3 is 5. Round to the nearest 1000. Okay, we erase this. This is the 1000 place. This is the 1000 place. You have 3 digits in front of the 9. I turn it to 0. 3 digits, 3 zeros. The number in front of the 9 are poor. I'm going to write the 9 as it is. The number in front of the 3 here is rich. I add 1 to the 3, became 4. When I subtract, 0, 0, 9 minus 4 is 5. This is 5,421. This is just 5,000. The difference is too big. We call it the exact difference is unreasonable when you round to the nearest 1000. Okay, next one. Use standard subtraction algorithm to solve the problem. Then round each number to the nearest 1000 and check if the answer reasonable or unreasonable. Reasonable يعني يكون answer قريب للexact difference. Unreasonable يعني answer بعيد. We call it unreasonable. We subtract here. 5 minus 7 you can't. You borrow 1 from the 2. The 2 became 1 and the 5 became 15. And 15 minus 7 you get 8. 1 minus 1 you get 0. 6 minus 4 you get 2. 6 minus 4 you get 2. 2000. This is the exact difference. When you round to the nearest 1000, I erase this. You have 3 digits in front of the 1000. I turn it to zeros. The number in front of the 6 here is rich. I add 1 to the 6, this became 7. The number in front of the 4 here is poor. 4 is poor. I'm not going to add nothing. And I subtract. 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. This is 3000 and this is 2208. Is far away. Means the exact difference is unreasonable. Unreasonable يعني مش قريب. Okay, when you round to the nearest 1000. Only reasonable when you round to the nearest 10. Thank you for watching and I hope you found this video helpful. Please, if you have any question, write it in the comment below.